Hello and welcome to Japanese Garden Bristol. This is episode 14 of the Japanese tea house. Cover is a cover, my workshop's underneath. So thanks for watching. I hope you've been watching all the way up how I've been creating this building. There's a lot more to come. Like I say, this is episode 14. Going to be doing shuji doors today, or making a start on them. I've got 3 lots to do, so they'll be taking some time to do them all. I'll be showing you how I prepare the wood and what I do to create these doors. Well, not much to say. As you've seen on the last video, we got the panels up. I got the modern art on there. I got to do the other one on the other side, which is it'll be similar to that one. If you caught that one on the last video. So yeah, I gotta get on with these shuji doors, and I've got to do some framework here as well. I'll show you all that. So I gotta crack on. It's not meant to rain, but it's overcast, so I'm hoping it's not going to rain today because it's going to get dry. Okay, so let's get on with it. Don't forget, I do have over 100 videos on my YouTube. If you want to see how I created my garden, I put it all up there, everything I do in my garden. So if you want to have a look through and see what's going on, then feel free. Alright, let's get on with this and see you in a bit. Okay, so we're in the garage now. I'm going to be painting up the wood ready for the shuji doors. Okay, so this is what I'm going to use. It's decking oil. Now, if you've watched the rest of my videos on this episode, you'll see the posts were already coated, and this is what I used, decking oil. Okay, it's really good stuff. I've used it everywhere. It's what I'm using on my roof. It's what I've used on my paths, the decking paths, the decking posts. I use this for quite a lot of things because it's a decking oil. It's very expensive, but it's really good. If you're not walking on it 24/7, then it will last. If you're walking on it, then obviously you're going to be painting it every other year, like decking. So yeah, but it is good stuff. Nice colour, clear. It is a nice colour. So I'm going to be painting these boards ready to cut down for my shuji doors. All the other shuji doors in my garden are black. I'm getting away from the black and doing the natural look. I do like the natural look, but I do like black as well, and I like red. So putting a little bit of everything in there in the right places. You get the balance right, you get a Japanese garden. Okay, so I'm going to get on and paint these, and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so here's the first coat. I do like the colour. It brings out this natural clear. It's going to look really nice. So yeah, I got to do another coat later and then start building them. Okay, so it's the next morning. They're not drying very well. They are kind of dry, but not good enough. So what I've done, I've put this heater on, which just costs a fortune, but I've got to try to get them more dry than what they are. They're a little bit tacky. When I start sawing them up, all the sawdust is probably going to stick to them, but I got no choice but to get on with it today. So I'm going to give it a try with these, because that's the door frame. So I'm going to go and cut them and see what happens. If it sticks to them that bad, then I got problems. If not, then I'll be cutting them up and I'll be building the doors today. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we're in the workshop now. I've measured it all up. It's a lot of measurements, a bit complicated. I wouldn't even know how to explain it now actually, because there's so many measurements. So what I do, I'm going to cut it all up and then I explain the measurements when I put the door together. Doors. I'm going to use this bench saw. Brilliant, does the job well. I'm just going to test the piece to make sure I got the thickness for the small doors right, and then I'll carry on. With this I've set up, because it's such a big job, there'll be a lot of cutting. I set out the vacuum so it takes in a lot of the sawdust, just because this just gets mired in it. So let's go. Also, I always use this tool. On the last cut I done the other day, misjudged it, and I don't know if you can see it, but I cut through the plastic. Always use a tool. That's gonna be in the way of this hose. Okay, so it's gonna be noisy, but I'll show you how to cut it and then I'll crack on with it. Because the wood's still a bit tacky, it does stick to it a bit, but I can brush it off, so that's what I'm going to have to do. Right, okay, so these are the bits I want, and that's going to be the thickness of the door there. These are the small doors, the sliding doors. I don't want them too thick because I've got to fit two alongside each other. So I think that's just going to be just right. It's about an inch and a quarter, I think. Not very good measurements, am I? But there we go. I know how to build a door. So I'm gonna have problems with this, but I gotta get them cut today, and hopefully will come off. Right, so I'm gonna whiz through these and see you at the other end. Make sure I've got the wood up here. I've got all the bits I want to cut, but let's get on with it. First one. Have you noticed I got safety glasses on for this because it does cover me. The vacuum does a good job, but sometimes it does come out at me, so I wear my safety glasses. I've had it in the eyes and everywhere with this thing, but it is a good saw. It does the job. When you think you pay, I don't know, somewhere between £5 and £11 for a piece of this wood, you cut it down, you build a door, £11 max. Can't beat it. So anyway, let's crack on. Okay, so I've done all the sawing, got all the doors to the size I want them. Had a bit of a problem. I cut up the long piece and one of them was really bent. It just went out of shape. Lucky enough I had a spare. Okay, so what I do is what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build the frame first for the big door. I'm going to put two pilot holes in here in the thing, and then I'm going to build the frame. I'll show you what I'm doing. Go down here. There we go. So I get a drill bit. And then put two in each. And just to show you what I'm going to do. Now you need pretty thin screws for this. I've got some drywall screws here, black ones. I'm going to give them a go a minute because the other ones I'm gonna have problems here. Let's get some two screws in first. They're really thin, the drywall screws. Too thick, you're gonna split your wood. You don't want to split your wood. Be a nightmare. Now I've got to try to get this in here somehow. Let's have a look. It's going to work. This will work. Okay, so this is going to work. Sort of. Move that out of the way to restrict me. There we go.
got to remember, these doors are only holding shower curtains, so they're not going to hold a lot of weight. It's not like a proper door. Right, so I've done that one. I'll carry on and do the rest, and I'll show you the frame when I'm done. Okay, so it fits perfectly, the frame. What I've got to do is measure out. I've cut this one to size now. There's 3 pieces, cut one down size. Unfortunately this has got a bent in it, but when I put the other struts in, I'm hoping it's all going to pull straight. Okay, so this one, now I'll measure up. So this is the center one, and then I'll show you in a minute. I'll put these out. These then I've got to measure up. There's going to be 12 of them. I've gone for every 6 inches. Okay, so that might look alright. Yeah, you can see it there. You see what I'm having is quite big rectangular shapes, not squares. On the other door I had squares. You can have them any, you know, any shape of you want really. So these, I'm going to mark them all up, drill the holes, then I'll show you how I'm going to attach these together. Okay, so I'll get on with that and I'll back in a bit, show you what I've done when I measured it up. Okay, so taking no notice of the bits in the middle. I measured out centers of those there. I've got to do this one here as well. Haven't done that one yet. I'm going to set the router for halfway. So when I router this out, hopefully they go well. Then when I do that piece as well, they'll all interlock. So I'll get on with that and screw the jig into the workbench so it doesn't move. Okay. Right, it moves, but this moves. The size of this, it's easy going together. So I'm going to do that. Put some on there as well, so it's all sturdy. So hopefully I get a straight line. Okay, so all that's attached now to the bench. So let's get in and see if this will do it. If not, I'll try. Okay, I'm going to put some safety glasses on here because I get rather close to the blade to make sure it's going straight. Okay. Okay, so I'm pleased with that. Got it very straight, as you can see. Now what I've got to do is do that long piece. Look, I gotta try to hold this up. Might do this in the vise actually, and go along each one and do it. Okay, so I'll get on with that and I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so I got it done. I screwed it all together. It looks good, but the trouble is, it's not right. I don't know what's going on really. It's out of true, and I think it's because the wood is bent. It's forced it out of true. So what we're gonna have to do, I don't know. Bit of a mess, really. It needs to be smaller, which is a good thing because it barely fits in. So by me trimming some of them back, will bring it up straight anyway. But it's a lot more work. I was able to get all 3 doors done in a day, and I'm only on the first one here. So I go and play around with this, see if I can get it straight. It looks fine like that, but I can see that it's bent in some places, and that's not good enough. I can only put it down to the wood. Right, I'll straighten it up, and I'll see you in a bit.
Okay, so I've cut it back and it's a bit better now. It's it looks right, it looks good, and I think it'll fit in all right once I get the hinges on. But before that, I got to do the backing. So, I've got to paint it yet. So a lot to do. I'm gonna get on and do the outdoors. You can see how I've done them. I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so it has been a hard day. Worked longer than I would normally work on one of my rest days. I've managed to get them done in a day. I didn't think I'd get them all done, but I have. And I've got the first coat of the oil on them. Tomorrow I'll put the next coat on, and then we'll be putting the backing on them. Okay, so this episode is in 2 parts. This is part 1. Look out for part 2 next week. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, click like, and I hope you enjoy my videos and you're getting something out of them. See you next time.